Hello, good morning, and welcome back to another new video, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Bailey. I am a 4th grade teacher in Michigan, and today we're starting off a new weekly vlog. This is the last full week before spring break. We have a packed schedule and a lot on the to-do list this week. Even just looking at my schedule, I have meetings before school every day this week. I have meetings during my plan time today and tomorrow. I have Girls on the Run after school 2 days this week, guest speaker yesterday and on Friday. We also have an author visit on Thursday, really trying to wrap up all of our units nicely before we're off for a week for spring break. Of course, we're going to do some spring cleaning. We're going to be very busy. I also make it a priority to prepare my lesson plans and copies for the next week before I leave on Fridays. This week especially, I do not want to have to worry about my school to-do list over spring break. I'm making sure that I get all my lesson plans and copies done for when we come back. Because we're wrapping up everything so nicely this week in our units, we're starting all new units when we come back from spring break. A lot of prep goes in before the start of those units. In math, we're just wrapping up our geometry unit, and I did something for the first time before this unit started. I just spent a morning, like 30 minutes, making all the copies that I would need for the rest of the unit, stored them in my math drawer. It was so nice to just pull out things as I needed them throughout the unit, so I plan on doing that for Unit 6 before I leave this week. We're also starting literary essay and writing. We have our M-Step coming up. It's actually in May, but we're starting this unit. We have a student work packet, and then we also have a text packet to go along with the literary essay. Text packet is already done, but I need to make the student work packet actually today because we've kind of already started this a little bit. The nice thing about learning with packets is that you make your copies all at the start of the unit, and then you don't have any copies that you have to make throughout the unit. We just go through the packet as we're learning. Of course, sometimes I have to sprinkle in things here and there, but that's okay. The bulk of the prep is done before the unit starts. Same thing with science. We have science packets that are prepared for us. At the start of the unit, we make the copies, and then all throughout the unit, we just use the packets as we're learning. We just wrapped up our energy unit in science, and we are starting our sound unit when we come back from spring break. This is our last unit in science, which is a little crazy. It's a little hard to believe that we're already here, but I'm going to be making those copies for the last unit in science. Reading, we're just wrapping up our book clubs, so when we come back, we're still going to be doing those. I don't really have anything to prep for that, and that's it. Definitely a large to-do list this week, but we're gonna get it all done and then have a nice week off. I do have a meeting in about 30 minutes, so I want to get down to the copier, make these packet copies. I just wanted to come on here, start the vlog, say happy Tuesday, and then I'm excited for you to come along for our productive week. Good morning, happy Wednesday. I thought that we had a staff meeting this morning, but I guess we don't. I do have a meeting during my plan time though, and yesterday I left right away after school. I need to reset my board. I also have a birthday today, so I'm gonna get out my birthday pencil and bookmark, fill that in for my birthday student. I have to get all my materials out for today. We are gonna be taking our Unit 5 post-assessment in math, so I have that copied and ready to go. I just need to grab it out of the drawer, make sure I'm all set up for the rest of the day. I don't think I'm going to need any other materials. I also need to print a few things off for my team teacher, won't be here today. I'm going to get her room set up for her sub quickly. I'm also going to go through right now and just print the math for Unit 6. I want to get those copies done today. The later it gets into this week, the less motivation I'm sure I'm going to have for prepping the week that we come back from break. All right, lesson plans are printed. I'm going to print our science packet that I need for the week that we come back from break, and then I'm also going to start going through and printing some Unit 6 math this morning. After school now, and then we just had our girls in the run to practice, our second practice for this week, our last practice for this week. It is freezing. It's 30 degrees, so it was really cold out there today, but it felt good, of course, to get some movement in after school. It's always a good time with those girls. We have a really great team this season, and I know that I'm really going to enjoy this season, so that was fun to be with all of them. I am going to leave, but I did make my Unit 6 math copies, so I wanted to get it all organized and put it away before I leave today. That way tomorrow I can just focus on my science, and then all my copies for the week that we come back after spring break will be done and organized. Trying to get things done as soon as possible. I think I said earlier, the longer the week goes on, the later that we get into the week, the less energy and motivation I'm probably going to have to get this stuff done. So math was on the list today. I'm just going to sort it out and then put it in my math bin. That way it's all ready to go. Happy Thursday. We are starting right away today with something that I have been putting off for a little too long. I showed you a few weeks ago maybe the big box of things that I got from Lakeshore Learning. I have it over here, but I have yet to really unbox it and put it all into my indoor recess cabinet, which is very unfortunate because we have had indoor recess since then, so I wish that I would have done that a little bit sooner, but with conferences and wrapping up things and units all before spring break, it of course has been just a busy time in the classroom, so I haven't really found the time to sit and unbox that yet. I am ahead on my lesson plans and copies for the week that we come back from break. All of that is set. I am almost done with all of my grading. I'm just finishing up some of the math tests that they took yesterday. And then my to-do list will be clear for spring break, which is great because tomorrow, Friday, is our last day before that week off. Anyway, I'm going to unbox this right now. I have to film that, and then I'm going to put all of that stuff in our indoor recess cabinet. Let's do it. Happy Friday. Today was supposed to be our last day at school before spring break, but we have a snow day. It was called pretty late, so I was up, ready, and just about to leave for school. Of course, I am super excited to have a snow day, but I did have quite a few things that I still wanted to get done at school today. We were also supposed to have our read-in today, so I just sent an e-blast out to families and spent just a little bit of time looking over my plans, to-dos, and shifting some things around. I am hoping that my building is open at some point over spring break so I can stop by one day. I need to film some things for social media, spring clean, and reset some things around the classroom for our return. Just get a few things done so I feel good coming back after our break. Just definitely surprised by the day off, and I'm feeling extra thankful now that I have been hard at work with my to-do list this week, especially getting things done earlier in the week, so all is good. I actually had quite a bit done. I think that I'm just going to start working on editing this video and thinking about the things that I want to get done today now that I have the whole day to myself. As long as the building is open, I will stop by at school one day this week. I'll take you along with me for that. I will see you then, and thank you for being here.